Hello my friends, this is FC7 and today is the biggest day of the year if you're an EverQuest fan. It's the day the new expansion gets released, in this case the Burning Lands. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is just doing a run through of the new zones and doing a digital unboxing of the premium edition. But before I start all that, what I'm going to do is just give out some basic information about the new expansion. It is mostly for high level characters. There's no level increase in this expansion. There is 2 shared bank slots that were added, which is nice. There's a new faction window that is released today, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Burning Lands. That's for everybody, even on the time lock progression servers. And there's a new luck stat that they added to gear. From what I hear, the luck stat is only on non-visible items. I was not in beta this time, so I don't know for sure. It looks like the starting city is called Stratos, and to get there, you go to the Plane of Tranquility, and the entrance is right near the Plane of Air. So on the screen, you will see a list of the new zones in the Burning Lands. This is pretty much keeping up with the tradition of the last 3 or 4 expansions, where they release under 10 zones in every expansion. And now on the screen is the standard, collectors, and premium edition of the game. The standard goes for $34.99, collectors $89.99, and the premium edition goes for $139.99. And these are the items you get. I had some viewers ask if I could do the premium edition unboxing, and who am I to say no? So I'm going to be spending $140 to make this video and share it with everyone in the EverQuest community. Feel free to call me crazy if you want to. So on the screen I'll have an even closer view of the items. So we have a few claimable per account and 3 items claimable per character. So what I'm going to do is do the digital unboxing first and then do the run through the zones second. If you want to just go through the zones, just fast forward through this video. I'll give a timestamp. But anyways, if you don't know how this works, when you get in the game, you just type in /claim and the item should pop up in your claim window. And if you're like me, you might have a whole lot of stuff in there, so you'll want to sort through, which I will do, and edit this so you don't have to watch me going through this claim window for the next 3 minutes. So the very first item I'll start with was the pre-order bonus item, the Mearatas Rock Garden. And I decided to set this outside in my guild hall yard. It's not really something I could place in my guild hall anywhere that looked like it made any sense. So that's what that looks like. Kind of a underwhelming item compared to the last few pre-order items. So item number 2 is the 40 slot bag, and it's called the Muhbis of the Expansive Void. And I think by now most EverQuest players, if they've been playing as long as I have more than enough bag space, so I think this will either go to my bank to have more space in my bank, or maybe a different character on my same account. I really have enough bag space in my inventory right now, but 40 slots is pretty impressive nevertheless. Next up is the Burning Lands painting, which is okay for me because I have been doing a lot of work on the interior of my guild halls, so I can just set it up here somewhere. It would have been nice if this painting may have taken you somewhere in the new expansion. I know last year with the heritage crates they had some paintings that would teleport you places, so that would have been nice, but this will do. Okay, next up is Contract of the Jann, and that allows you to get a new mercenary. So just claim it and click on that item. Come to the Plane of Knowledge, and the mercenary person is right here next to the Soulbinder. So we'll just see what this new mercenary looks like. I always get a healer merc, tier 5. So we'll just hire that one, and that's what she looks like. pretty cool looking. It looks like this mercenary glows or something. I'd say that's pretty impressive. I think maybe I'll keep this one around a while. Okay, so on to the next couple of items, and that would be the experience potion and the shared experience potion. Both are only 25% for 8 hours. One is self-only, the other is for your group. 25% is not too impressive, but I guess it's better than nothing. They're called the Goblet of Adventure and the Shared Goblet of Adventure too. The reason I don't like a lot of these low experience potions, like 25%, is that if you have a long duration, like 8 hours, you're not going to play 8 hours in one sitting, so your Lesson of the Devoted has to wait until after this experience potion is over. So I really wish that maybe in the future they would stop making the duration so long and increase the experience. So the next item is the Guise of the Crystalline Construct, and I'll just claim this. And it appears to be a mask. Just put that in my illusion keyring, and we'll see what that looks like. Guess it can also be pronounced crystalline. So that's pretty cool. I remember these guys in Plains of Power when I used to aggro-kite in the Plain of Valor. They used to be right across the river in this this cave. And I actually learned how to aggro-kite on my necromancer. Aggro-kiting these guys. There's no shield graphic, which is kind of a minus, but yeah, it looks alright. Next up is the Crystalline Construct Familiar, and that's what this looks like. There it is. It doesn't give you any kind of stats like the familiars of the last two premium editions, which is kind of strange. And I needed to free up some keyring space, but luckily I still had some keyrings left from Empire's Kunark, the premium edition of that. So that's what he looks like. So you match. I'll just dismiss the mercenary here so get a better view. So that is the Crystalline Construct Familiar. And from one familiar we go on to the next familiar, which is the Fire Slug. So I will just claim this familiar from the claim window and see what he looks like. You can find him here. Put him in the keyring. And I'll summon him and see what he looks like. This one seems like it's going to be fun. That's kind of cool looking. A slug. All right, I can work with that. See if he has any stats. No stats on him either. All right. Well, he looks kind of cool. We'll keep him around. Do a close-up. Alrighty, on to the next item. Okay, next is the Carpet of Stratos, which is one of two mounts. We'll see what that looks like. If I can find it here. And this one I have a feeling I'm going to like, because I never had a chance to get one of the magic carpets that were released with one of the Legends of Norath, I think it was, the card game. So it's been just out of my reach. So here are some stats on here. And I think I'm going to check to see how it compares to last year's premium mount. So that was the big mount from last expansion in the premium edition. So it looks like the stats are exactly the same. So they didn't raise the stats at all. And it looks like I'm full on mounts, so I will have to cast it from inventory. And that's what it looks like. Wow. I think this might be my new favorite mount. I know that now that the expansion is released, everybody's going to be riding this mount, but I think I'll keep this one as my main one. It looks so cool. It even has some particles that fly behind it. Maybe some levitation. Wow, just wow. I don't care if there's an expansion behind this, I just wanted this mount. Okay, on to the second mount, which is probably the highlight of the premium edition, the saddle of the lava snail. So again, I'll just claim him, see what he looks like. First I'll check the stats. I don't know if that's different than the carpet. And yes, it's extremely different from the carpet. And better stats than the other premium edition mount from last year. So it looks like compared to the Ring of Scale mount, this has an advantage. Plus 250 mana, plus 250 endurance, plus 300 health, 10 AC, and 3 mana regen over last year's mounts. So I will be replacing that as soon as I get some more keyrings for my keyring window. So we'll see what he looks like. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Just when I thought that you can't get better than the carpet, this thing is amazing. There's like torches on the back. Who thinks up this stuff? Wow. Wow. So he will be replacing last year's mount as my stat mount in my keyring window. It looks like it has just enough style and flash to match last year's mount. Okay, we're almost done here, and it looks like second to the last item is the Stratos Air Platform, which teleports you to the first zone in the new expansion. And that's what it looks like. Whoa, an incredible 15-second cast time. Wow, that's way too long. So I guess I'll just sit around. This person looks like they want to say hi. So I'll say hi. I have time. 15 seconds. Okay, for the sake of the viewers, I edited out a lot of that zoning time. So this is where it takes you to Stratos. You get an achievement the first time you zone in. Hey, there's somebody that has the same outfit as me. How embarrassing. So that's what this is. And now on to the next item, which is just like this one. It'll transport you here. Okay, on to the last item, which is a Stratos Fire Platform. I'll just claim this here quick and take a look at it. This item you place on the ceiling. Alright, well, try to place that somewhere. I guess I have to place it on the ceiling. Alright, I'll try to place it up on the ceiling. It's not going. Alright, well, maybe I'll put it on the floor and see if that works. Or do I have to put it on the ceiling? I'll put it there and see if it works. Unless it has to be on the ceiling. Okay. Teleport. And it works. Okay, what I would normally do at this point is run around all of the new zones and show my viewers exactly what the zones look like, but it looks like that's not going to be possible this year because this is the only zone that is open. Everything else is locked behind progression. So I guess the only thing I can do is just run around the first zone here and offer some observations and opinions. It looks like this zone, very reminiscent of the plane of air, which is understandable because the zone in is right outside of the plane of air. So since I can't show any zones, I think I'll finish this up with some final thoughts and first impressions. I would love to say my first impression is positive, but unfortunately it's not. I can't even get into the expansion. I've never been a big fan of locking zones behind progression, and I don't remember any time I've ever locked zones from the starting zone into a progression and you must key and stuff like that. Now, with my playstyle, I feel, from my perspective, that this is a bad decision because it means that I probably won't be coming back here. But some people love this stuff. Some people love the challenge of keying for new zones and progressing that way. It's just not my cup of tea, as they say. So that should just about do it for this video. There's not much else I can do here. I will have another video out by the end of the year, I'm hoping. If not, look for one in the future, possibly from this expansion. Maybe I can make some progress in keying for these different zones. If not, then I will work on other things. So everybody have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video.